Hi everyone, my name is Charmaine and I'm the registered dietitian that helps people reverse type 2 diabetes with plant-based eating. And today I have Lawrence with me. You can say hi to everyone with Lawrence.
Hello, everybody.
Awesome. And Lawrence is one of our clients in our Reversing Diabetes program. And so I'm very grateful that you're on here with us, Lawrence.
Oh, it's my
And
pleasure.
yeah, and what made you reach out to me in the first place, if you don't mind sharing?
Sure. Well, I had some bad test results for my annual physicals, and then we try a little something, and then we'd go back and do another test, and the results even got worse. So I was on TikTok, and somehow you found me, and I was very intrigued by all your TikTok sessions, and it made me look more into a diet, a plant-based diet, and that's why I reached out to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. And, what makes you be motivated about this? Because I know this is, we've never met in person, right? We've met on TikTok. So, what actually drove you to change your whole lifestyle? What's your why? What's your motivation?
Well, this year I had some exciting news. I have two grandchildren that just were
Oh,
born in
mm-hmm.
2023, and well, one was
Wow.
2022.
Mm-hmm.
And I would love to be around for their college graduation someday. So,
Oh.
I just wanted to be healthy. I wanted to. I still got to work a few more years, and I just wanted to get my life back in order, and lose a little weight, and get my A1C numbers under control. And I found you.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so much for sharing. I love that you shared you want to be able to, see your grandkids more, be able to, be active and to be able to live life to the full. I think that's really the gist of reversing diabetes, right? So
Correct.
I
Yep.
love that you shared that. So how has it been in your journey, to reverse diabetes? How is it, transitioning? Can you describe a little bit more?
Well, after I signed up, I says, "Oh my God, this is really going to happen." And I went out, and I took your lessons came in, and I took the bulls by the horn, and I went out shopping, got my week's worth of food, and fruit and vegetables and food, and I watched a couple of videos on batch cooking, and here I am. I found some recipes I just are hung up with, and I cook the same thing over, but I love it. I love the food. And you know what?
Oh.
The thing is, I'm I'm never hungry.
Mm.
That's the best part about the program. There's no calorie counting.
Mm-hmm.
You eat till you're full, and you never go hungry. It's not a diet. It's just a changing the food that you eat.
I love that. I love that you share that. And the good thing about, whole foods plant-based diet, like you said, is you don't have to count calories. You can eat as much as you want. And naturally, because these foods are lower in calorie density, right? Like we had the monthly workshop where Cara was talking about calorie density. Naturally, you'll just be able to lose weight, even though you're eating as much as, your stomach allows, right? So I love that you shared that. And so what are some results that you've been seeing? How are you feeling?
Well, even like the first week, I just the weight just fell off me. I lost weight for that whole first month, and I felt good. I felt great. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, when you're I ended up losing 29 pounds
Wow.
so far, and that's
Mm-hmm.
about where I'm going to try to stay at.
Mm-hmm.
And having that less weight to drag around every day really gives you a lot more energy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I work with my hands. I'm an electrician on the outside,
Hmm.
and I got younger guys I work with, and I feel like I could keep up with the younger generation, and I
That's
feel
great.
great.
I love that. I love that. Sorry, were you gonna say something else?
Well, I just got back from my doctor's visit, and he's the one that told me, you lost 29 pounds, and what did you do to I said I hired a registered dietitian, and he goes, it was worth every penny, he told me.
Oh, well, I'm so flattered that he was able to share that. That's good that you were able to, not just lose weight, but even have the energy back, right? And to be able to, do what you love doing, and be able to be at your job. And, I think one of the things that I'm always excited to hear when people say this is where they have their energy back. I think that's the biggest thing, right? So I love that you're able to say that. Yeah. And
And
sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
well, right after this, I actually gonna play some golf tonight too. So I got off of work, and
Nice.
I'm gonna do a little golfing today.
Look at you. That's awesome. You're also including more, activity and you have the energy to do so. Is that correct?
I do.
Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And if you don't mind me asking, what are some numbers that you've been seeing, in your blood sugar and your A1C?
Okay, well, before I started your program, I had a 5.7, and then it
Mm-hmm.
went up to a 6.0,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew my doctor wasn't going to be happy with that, so I did a preemptive strike with plant-based diet,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't test myself for 2 months till it got 2 months into the program, and my A1C dropped to 5.2, I think it was 5.
Wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. And did your doctor say anything about the A1C?
He did. I'm actually he wants me to get tested in next week, so I'm gonna retest because
Oh.
yeah, so and my
Mm-hmm.
and my blood sugar is down to 95,
Wow.
fasting number,
Mm-hmm.
which I
That's
was
great.
over 100 when I went to the doctor.
That's amazing. And this is with you, eating carbs and fruits. Is that correct?
That's true. I have brown rice. I have sweet
Mhm.
potatoes. Yeah, I love my carbs,
Yeah,
and still the A1C it gets lower.
that's amazing. From 6 to 5.2 is huge, especially because you're also not on any medications as well, right?
Correct.
And you're doing this by eating more healthy carbohydrates, which is amazing. And it's very happy to
When I
others. Hmm.
first got the results at 6.2, the doctor's office called me up, and the first thing they said is, you gotta go on a low carb diet. That's the first thing.
Wow.
That was the first thing they told me.
And how does your mind wrap around that with, what the doctors tell you about low carb diet and what, we teach here about reversing insulin resistance? How has your mindset changed or how is your mind wrapping around the science behind this?
Well, you're not solving the problem by the low carb diet. You gotta tackle the insulin resistance. The resist. So it works. It, it's just the science. It actually does work.
I love that. I love that you shared about, tackling the root cause. And so what does it mean for you now? Now that you've reversed your, not just diabetes, but pre-diabetes, now that you're, in the normal range and knowing all the tools that you have for, reversing diabetes, what does that mean for your life now? What are you
Um,
gonna do? Mhm.
It's yeah, I have a lot more energy.
Mhm.
I'm playing golf. I'm working outside. Me and my wife just got back from a cruise, and I had
Nice.
some challenges with the cruise, but
Mhm.
they were very accommodating for
That's awesome.
and I ended up eating a lot of Indian cuisine back in on the cruise, and I loved it. That was a real game
Nice.
changer.
Hmm. That's great. And you're able to kind of explore different options when you're traveling still, is that correct?
I do, and even the
Mm-hmm.
local restaurants in my area, there's always a vegan option.
Mm-hmm.
I have a my favorite Mexican place down the street. They actually have a veggie bowl for me, with and I load it up with salsa, and it's
Nice.
awesome.
That's great. I love that you're able to, eat different restaurants, different cuisines, and just again, it's about like knowing, right, what to choose, knowing what to have, and still be able to, enjoy Indian food, Mexican food, just, delicious food. So I love that you shared that.
In
That's
the
great.
beginning of the program, I actually went out to dinner and I sent the menu over to you guys, and you
Uh-huh.
guys picked out a great menu for me to have that night.
Oh, that's good. I'm glad. And that's something that we love helping people do. And, me and Cara, we're both, coaches in the program, but, we love actually looking at menus. We're such big nerds. And, I always go out and I love like looking at, oh, like there's different options. And it's fun. Like going out to a restaurant, you get to enjoy time with your family, right? With your
Exactly.
loved ones. And, we don't want you to miss out on that. So I'm really glad that you're able to enjoy that. That's amazing. Awesome, awesome. So one thing that I want to ask is, what would you say to someone who's kind of on the fence of reversing diabetes? If they're like, I don't know if this is, real or not, or, I don't know if I want to do this. Like, what would you say to them?
I would say that you got just get off the fence and do it. I mean, just give it a try. You're not gonna, you're not gonna lose anything by not trying. If you try, um, uh, it works, and you're gonna be healthy within a month. You'll feel a lot healthier, and like I said, you're never hungry. You're not gonna starve yourself. The food is delicious. They laugh at me at home because I cook the same things over and over because I can't get enough of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. I love how you shared that. What is your best tips when it comes to transitioning to your lifestyle? I know you're, very great at, transitioning and just, being able to make this your lifestyle. So what would you say is some of your best tips?
My best tips are, you find something that you like out of that menu. You pick up the food that you need to make it, and and that's the start. Once you start,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna love it, and it's not as hard as you think. I mean, sometimes change is hard, but once you're in it, it just you just keep doing it, and you and with the help of you and Kara, uh, they expand your cooking horizons. I make a great mocha coffee with the coffee
Ooh.
with the date paste and
Mm-hmm.
cocoa and my new love for PB2 peanut butter.
I love that. I love that you shared that. And I think sometimes, a lot of people think it's hard because it's like a mindset thing, right? Like they kind of feel like, and I love that tip that you gave is just, all right, whatever is on the recipe, just get the things you need and then make it, right? 'Cause sometimes it's, I don't know, like humans just have this such a complicated thing when it comes to change. But once you're kind of on the other side of, all right, this is what I should do, I'm going to do it. And then it gets easier, right?
Right, and when you don't have a lot of time, I take a bag of frozen vegetables and
Mhm.
a couple little tofu, and I have a meal in 10 minutes. So
Love that.
there's quick options also. Yeah, awesome.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
love that. Yeah, that's great. I love that you're able to have, quick options that you can just heat up and just, eat on the go as well. And that's the thing, right? You can have elaborate recipes with a lot of ingredients, but you can also have really simple meals that you just know how to make,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
I love that. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the audience? Is there anything else that you want to let us know?
Well, the challenges, sometimes you hit challenges. I went on a golf outing with a bunch of my friends, and I packed a cooler up with some batch cooking for me, and
Wow.
I had all my meals ready for me, and like you said, you don't, you can pick an option that's, you could go off course for a meal, or just get back on, uh,
hmm
and as soon as you can, and everything still works.
Yeah, I love that. Being able to also be flexible, right? I love that
Flexible.
you're able to pack it with you and just be able to like bring it's with you on the trip, making it your lifestyle, but also knowing that you can be flexible every once in a while. It doesn't have to be this perfect way of eating. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing, Lawrence. Is there anything else you would like to share with us?
I just want to thank you for taking me on this journey, and I'm very happy with the results.
Yeah, we're very happy for you as well. And, to us and me and Cara and Galia, we always talk, and also Mike as well. Everyone in the team, we always talk, we also bring you up as well. But one thing that we're most excited about isn't just the numbers, even though the numbers, I think a lot of people, like doctors, right? And then people, watching our videos, they always look at the numbers and they'll be like, what? Like, that's cool. But that's not the most important thing. The most important thing is that now you have all the tools that you need, and you already kind of reset your body where it's able to process carbohydrates and still have great blood sugar numbers, and and be able to have a new life of an energy and being able to live longer. It's the life that you get back that is most encouraging to us. So we're very, very happy for you. Thank you so much for sharing, Lawrence.
Thank you, Charmaine.
Oh,
Thank you.
awesome. Yes, of course, of course. And if those of you who are watching want to understand more about the science of what we're talking about reversing insulin resistance, about reversing prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, make sure you watch our free training. Link is in our bio, and you'll be able to, see the science and what we do in there to actually make this happen, where you're able to eat more carbohydrates and still be able to lower your blood sugar. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much, Lawrence, for being on here with us. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys soon. Have a good one, everyone.
Thank you.